I'm the Mademoiselle in Sasu Deuxième Chanenwe. And as you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be doing another Krik Krak. As I told you, I got a lot of these to go through. And as we are now, y'all already know when I say you guys comment down below, Krak. Shout outs to all of y'all that have been following instructions and commenting Krak down below. For those of you guys who haven't, what are you waiting for? If you have stories that you would like to share, please make sure you send it to the email on the screen. Please do not send it to my business email. But speaking of business, as we slowly approach October 2025, y'all already know we do 12 days of Halloween here on this channel. Unfortunately, I skipped last year, but I think this might be my second or third year doing it, and I would like to showcase Haitian businesses. So if this is something that you are interested, please make sure you send all your information to the email right here on the screen, or it's going to be down below. So this particular Krik Krak actually has to do with ghosts. And let me just say, editing is an amazing thing. I don't know what's going on in this story, what this person has going on with the story, what this person has going on in their personal life. However, I have made a lot of these videos. Okay, if you've been watching these, you already know. And every single time I'm talking about something I'm not supposed to, or somebody's spirits don't like what I'm talking about, it's like they try to choke me. I swear to God, I've been coughing ever since I started filming this video. And this is my second video of the day. And I'm just like struggling. I'm drinking water. So, y'all, it's bad. This person, whoever wrote this, I already know. Okay, I don't read these before I get on camera, but I already know you need help. And please make sure you're getting the help. Okay, spiritual, whatever, because whatever it is not like that I'm reading this story right now. Okay, I just recently subscribed and your personality is contagious. Thank you. I feel the need to share this because what I witnessed should have never occurred. And it helps me let go of the trauma that came with the experience at the hands of my mother. I'm so sorry you had to be abused by your mom. Like, the whole parents abusing their kids thing is just disturbing. I grew up in the US in a predominantly Mexican household. I am Afro-Hispanic, and I was taught from a very young age that what is done in the dark will one day come back to haunt you. Fact. My grandmother told me to never interact with any form of magic, with witchcraft as she called it, because it's dangerous. I remember when she told me what she witnessed firsthand with a relative of hers seeing the devil after playing a game of dominoes. I know some of you are probably going to school me down in the comments about how dominoes could be demonic. I just found out that playing cards are actually connected to spiritual activity, hence why a lot of people refuse to play with playing cards. Don't tell me dominoes is part of it too, because what? I love me some dominoes. If you would like to hear any more of my stories, please let me know, because this is only one of the many supernatural things that have occurred in my short life. I'm 19 and the most prominent. I'll start out this by saying blessings. Oh God, I swear to you, I didn't read this, but I swear we need it. May the divine protect you and keep you safe. I told the story when it was occurring to numerous friends and family members. And I have told them, tell me that, and I have had them tell me when they heard this story, they felt as if they were being watched, unnerved, and uncomfortable. Y'all, if I ever become a mumble, I owe it to y'all. Did I not tell you there was something off about this? I kid you not, I did not read this story at all. I don't read any of them. But as soon as I sat down and pressed record, I've been coughing. I don't feel well. I'm like, what is going on? I used to have a wave of discomfort while telling, but I no longer have it after being blessed with a protection charm and a detachment spell. Oh, Lord, okay. I was raised by my great-grandparents, and I never had a real connection with my mother until I had to live with her. My great-grandparents warned me before they passed that my mother had nothing good going for her. Child. Ooh, to say that about your own kid means it's serious. And once I got the chance, I needed to leave. I, being young and hoping that everything would be different once she and I finally reconnected, took what they said with a grain of salt. This is really when I noticed how strange my mother was. She did strange rituals. She one day came home with a gallon of chicken blood. Oh, it's over. She was already weird when I first met her. And when she came to my great-grandparents' house, she was doing something very strange, dark even. My mother, we'll call her V, has relatives who practice voodoo within the Louisiana area. But with the way V described it, it seemed as if their specific type of practice was nothing good. I assume V took matters into her own hands and started to learn because she discussed love potions, hexing people she disliked, and then pregnancy potions. She would enact these rituals in the dead of the night when everyone was sleeping. The only reason I know this is because she told me and thought the whole thing was funny. Pregnancy potions. Why have I never ever touched on pregnancy potions? So this is a real thing. Especially Hispanic, Haitians, African people who have been infertile or couldn't have babies for any reason. Y'all already know this is a real thing. I have 2 people that I know who, in my personal life, who actually did the whole pregnancy potion thing and did conceive children. One has 3, the other one only had 1 child. I'm trying to think of, I'm sure there's probably some others that I just can't remember off the top of my head. The pregnancy potion thing is very interesting because if you're truly not meant to have a child, it could really backfire badly. But, if it's nothing of your own doing, then the, child ends up leading a regular life. And then you have the people that they go to certain spirits and the spirits ask that you return the child to them in terms of have them serve. It's a lot of different things. The fact that your mom's sitting here bragging about this shit means she's up to no good. Okay. I've known people like this, like people that brag about hexing people, doing bad things to people, being shitty people, and using magic and bending people to their will. So, y'all, as y'all see, I'm still coughing. I hope the editing is kind of minimizing it, but I might leave some of it in because oh my God, maybe you guys are seeing things that I can't see. I kind of want to be done with the story though. All right. Now, since I've seen the repercussions and whatever dark entity that is following her, I know it wasn't a lie. But when this all occurred, I was young, around 8, and I didn't believe she was serious. That's when you believe in stuff when you're young, but hey. Now, I know you're wondering, what does this have to do with the Shadow Man? A lot. It wasn't that long after we relocated to Houston that V's energy became different and negative. Once we finally settled into the new area, I made friends and introduced them to my mom. They never wanted to meet her again. When I asked why, my friends described feeling uneasy and terrified around her. That's wild, especially as a kid, because most kids aren't going to be open enough to say that about one of their friends' moms. So that's how you know it's serious. I could do nothing to calm their fears because I felt the same way. It didn't help that V became full of hate and talked about hurting people and forcing people to be with her. And when she said something, it happened. Example, she bragged about how the only reason her boyfriend at the time was with her was because she trapped him with a love potion. I had a friend like this too. Every time I read y'all stories, it triggers different stories about mine. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. He said he felt something trying to bring him back to her, compulsions, every time he tried to leave. I told him to get cleansed. V admitted to me, smiling one day, that the only reason she had a child by her boyfriend was because it was fertility pregnancy ritual she did. That man is infertile, but the baby 100% looks like him and is his own. Child, gotta be careful with them things. It's gonna backfire on her if it hasn't already. Everyone knew what she did. My great-grandmother, before she passed, told V to clean up her act and that one day what she was doing was going to go after her. We told her, but she didn't believe it until she saw it for herself. When it started, it was in the evening. I had just gotten off school and I walked into the apartment. It was a small 2-bedroom. I went into my room, my baby sister's and mine, and tried to plug in my phone. When I watched it unplug from the wall and the shadow slid up the wall up to the ceiling. And that would have been the day that I moved out. Listen, I don't play with ghosts. I'm not really afraid of ghosts, but when they start moving shit around, I know it's some shit. I've had ghosts throw my glasses, break my handles. I've had ghosts do all types of shit. And it's when y'all start moving stuff, it's time to check out, go to another room, go to another house, sleep over somewhere for the week. I really don't. Because most of the time it's either that they're trying to warn you, they're trying to scare you, and they're trying to show you listen, I could do this. And I don't want to know what you could do, my friend. I ain't scared of you, but I ain't trying to be scared of you. So, let's just, we keep this on a mutual level and I go where I gotta go, okay? I stood there for a minute, but replugged it and thought it was a loose outlet. And me being imaginative before walking out. I didn't think too much of it until my sister screamed and ran out directly behind me, saying that she saw a big black man in the corner of the room. We told V, and she seemed like she had seen a ghost and then downplayed it. Yeah, it's probably one of her spirits fucking with y'all. Because one thing about spirits that, honestly, I could never... I don't like it. But I guess it's a way to get you to listen because if a spirit does something to your child, you're going to listen. If you betray a spirit, piss off a spirit, use a spirit, don't give them what it is that you owe them, they're going to come after your kids. Because if you're not listening to them and the signs that they're giving you, you're going to listen once they touch your kin. That's why kids are like spiritual pawns in a sense. Like a lot of people almost always use kids because it's like, you ain't gonna listen to me. You gonna listen when I touch your kids. Sucks, but that's what happens. This was only the start. Things in the house started to go missing, and then arguing and anger would brew. V would then sage the house and everything would be normal. Then the chaos would brew up again. My sister and I started to see the shadows more. And then finally, people close to V started to die. I don't feel well and I feel like something is behind me. I don't know what entity this is, and I hope, yeah, child, I hope this is resolved because I don't feel good. Like, I was gonna try to film one more after this, but I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go about my business. Cause what? Okay. My sister and I started to see the shadow more, and then finally, people close to V started to die. The thing is, I knew they were going to die. Before I moved with V, I always had feelings or knew that people had passed away if they were close to me, my family, or close in proximity. Example, car accident happened a few miles away from my current house and I knew someone had passed. And before news outlets confirmed an accident occurred and someone passed. I don't know what exactly disability is, but I would feel the same sensation at V's and also would see the shadow man in V's room around the time that these deaths occurred. All these people who died were either old friends or family. Then that's when V admitted to me that whatever entity was in the house, she saw it too. She told me she had dreams of these individuals before they died and that the shadow would be in the darkest parts of the house and watch her, freezing her. She later admitted that she had talked to a warlock from Africa who gave her a personalized demon to do her bit. All right. I don't know what demon this is, but I know this demon is not happy that we're reading this story and is more than likely not happy with your mom and not happy with the fact that you wrote this to me. Your mother's fucking batshit. Okay, your mother's bugged the fuck out. She went to Africa to get a personal demon. She couldn't just reach out to her deities. Mexico has millions of deities. I'm not understanding. Why? Why Africa of all places? You're not African. Yes, you're Afro, Hispanic, Afro Latina. Yeah, but at the same time, things backfire when you don't know what you're doing. It's like me going to, somebody from Nigeria for some work. I know, yes, we're African, especially Haitians being like probably some of the closest to African ancestry. But I don't know too much to be dibbling and dabbling in any type of African spirituality. I really just don't. Okay, I stick to what I know, and I think y'all should too. Because chances are this didn't end well. This is craziness. Like, your mother is bugged the fuck out. Like, but I mean, now that I think about it, I feel like, how am I going to say this? I feel like when you go to get a demon to do your work, it's actually a lot easier than a lot of people think. It's easier to get a demon to do your work than to work with a deity and establish a relationship. Because a deity is not going to do much for you if you're not lighting your candles, you're not offering food, you're not doing rituals or whatever. But with a demon, it's like, all right, you want to do this? Fuck it. We outside, we up, we turn. So I would say, yeah, it makes more sense. Well, if you're lazy and you're trying to do fuck shit to people, it makes sense to go get a demon to do your business. Child, but why'd you go to Africa to get this? You could have got a demon down the street from your local whatever, but actually you could do it yourself. That's not the point. We're not talking about that right now. But anyways. Numerous incidents like this happen, but the ones that scared me the most happened when the shadow froze and ran back into my closet after I saw it. When I developed sleep paralysis twice and had something pull my covers back. When I walked out of the restroom and saw a man standing in the kitchen, child, I would have moved the fuck out. I don't care if I had to live under a bridge. I don't play with spirits being able to touch me. Like, I've rarely had spirits actually touch me or like physically. No, not really. Okay. I've had a lot of occurrences and then I think about it. And those are always the times where I kind of pull back from whatever. Like, there was one time I didn't even sleep in my room for a hot minute because a spirit, like, knocked my candle over. Like, literally, like, sat there and pulled it. It wasn't like it just, like, boop. Like, it was like a doop, 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 pow. I was like, yeah, nah, fuck that. We got time. Like, I don't know how y'all be doing it. No. Other than the time he ran into my closet, unplugged my charger, and peeked into my room, the shadow man only messed with me when I was in the vicinity of V. He stayed in her room, closet, bathroom, and kitchen areas. An undiscussed secret in the apartment was that you never went into V's room when she wasn't there. Nobody slept in the room with her. If you did, you kept the light on if you went in. Child. If you saw a shadow, no, you didn't. I never made it a purpose to be in that room because of how scary it felt. Your mom is bugged out. I feel like she probably bit off more than she could chew. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people who do malevolent. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like there's a lot of people who do malevolent things, but there's different levels of malevolent. Okay, first it starts off as, speaking curses against people and whatever. Then it goes to going to people to do work. Then it goes into commissioning works from demons. Your mom is on a whole nother level, and I really hope you stayed away from her like your family told you to after this. If I was ever alone in the apartment, I would close the door to that room and stay on my side of the apartment. It's so hard to read this, y'all. Like, I'm choking. The shadow man never followed me or harmed me. I don't truly think he was ever here for me, but for V. I told V that she needed to stop what she was doing, leave the dark magic alone, and if she wanted to practice voodoo, do it the proper way. That she was attracting something dark and something that wanted her. She laughed me off and said that she prayed after every ritual so that it would cancel out her wrongdoing. Again, your mother is batshit. I cannot stand people who think, oh, if I pray, oh, if I ask for forgiveness, oh, if I go to confession, if I, do a couple good deeds, it will cancel out the bad. No, the bad shit is the bad shit. Okay. You have to actually genuinely be sorry, and you can't be doing the same thing over and over again and expecting God or any other entity to save you or absolve you from such sin. I don't understand people like this. It's just like the people that are like, oh, God accepts everyone. I guess. I guess that's the reason there's a heaven and a hell. Why is there a hell? God accepts and forgives everyone, but why is there a heaven and a hell? You have to be punished for your deeds at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how minuscule, how severe. It doesn't matter if you're canceling it out with good deeds. Like, there's a reason why the Lord brought the flood. Okay. There's a reason why throughout history there's been different occurrences of like severe human atrocities. Okay. God is not happy with us, and he never has been. I don't think he ever will be. That's why I don't think Jesus is ever going to come back. Like, that's my personal opinion. I don't think he's ever coming back because we ain't shit and we do not deserve it. But that's for another story for another day. Okay, this right here proves that your mom's a bad person. Like, she's horrible. Like, what the fuck do you mean you pray after every ritual to cancel out your wrongdoings? That's not how this shit works. That's how I know she don't know what the fuck she doing, because she wouldn't even have said that. Okay, anybody that really is out here doing malevolent shit and understands the malevolent shit that they're doing, okay, they would really be like, all right, like, it is what it is, or, oh, I'm not doing anything bad. But she talks, oh, well, it's okay because I pray. Hey, if I was ever alone in the apartment, I would close the door to that room and stay on my side of the apartment. Oh, I haven't been around V in around a year, but I know whatever is following her, she did it to herself. In the end, V and her boyfriend ended on bad terms, but she is still longing for him and says he will be back. I mean, it's a love spell, so maybe he will, maybe he won't. V and I are no longer close. I ran away from her. I'm so proud of you. I don't think I'd ever be congratulating somebody from running away because, it's dangerous out there, but thank you, thank you, thank you. But she did threaten that she would forever be tethered to me and that she would never let me go. You're her mom. Of course, he's going to be tethered to her. Like, I don't know why she's saying that shit like it's something new. I got to cleanse because there's no way I was going down with her. In her anger, V placed a hex on my friend. Their family practices brujeria, and they sent them back. Oh my God, why would she do that? Like, what is the point? What problem did she have with your friend? I want to hear that story. I want to hear more stories, period. Because what? The only reason I knew it was from V is because she told me she disliked this specific friend and threatened to, and I quote, teach them a lesson. That is so crazy. Hexing a child. That could also bounce back on you because that's a kid, but hey. She was vengeful and hateful through and through. My friend was 17 at the time. Whatever the thing is, I get the feeling it's going to take her one day. All I know is that V is still doing what she's doing from my baby sister. Oh my God, go get your sister, bro. What? No. And that the shadow figure is more than likely still around wherever V is. I can only hope she stops before it's too late. She's going to get taken out by this entity, point blank period. Especially if this entity is coming to collect on something that she offered. And people like her, she's the type of person to offer a soul that she can't fucking deliver on. Your soul, your sister's soul, your mom's soul, or well, your grandmother's soul, whatever. These type of people you got to be careful with. You cannot live with these types of people. You cannot, okay? Because these people will sit there and literally give their firstborn child. That's how, like my friend I told you, I no longer talk to her. That's why I haven't done the story. Remember I told you I have a friend and she has a boyfriend who, like, their mother sold their soul. And basically his guardian angel is a demon or whatever. Like, yeah, like, some people like that, his mother was like this. People like that will do anything. Okay, and I don't know if it's because they think it's a game, they think it's a joke, they think it won't happen to them, or if it's because they don't give a fuck or they're selfish. I don't know the answer to this, right? But just know that people like this, you should not live in close proximity with, okay? Even if it's just next door, I don't care if you got to break the goddamn lease. You do not want to live near people like this because people like this use good energy around them to fuel themselves. They take everything good and they turn it bad for their own personal benefit. And it's very dangerous. And like, y'all, I was gonna try to keep filming, but I can't. That's how bad this is. This is real. I know for a fact. Like, you know, I know a lot of you guys be like reading these stories with me or not even hearing these stories. And y'all be like, oh, this person's crazy. This person's saying some bullshit. They made this up. Y'all, this one, definitely one of the real ones. I know for a fact because there's no reason. This flame do look a little crazy too. There's no reason why I just filmed a video, fine, had no issues. And then all of a sudden I'm coughing throughout the whole thing. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. I really hope you're okay. Thank you so much for sending in your story. Please send more because I think we're all intrigued. And most importantly, if you guys have any advice for her, please make sure you guys comment down below. Excuse me. That one took a lot out of me. I am hungry. I am tired. I am thirsty. I am coughing. I cannot. I will see you guys in the next one. And please make sure you send your stories right here to Krik Krak. Okay, the Krik Krak email, not my business email. I will trash it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for always supporting me, always being there for me. If you guys are interested, we are going to Brazil 2026. And I've partnered with Tour Hero to make this trip possible. There are payment plans available. All you have to do is pay for your flight. Everything else is all inclusive. I cannot wait to see you guys on this trip. More details are going to be linked down below. I do have multiple channels now. So if you are interested, please make sure you guys head down to the link in the description for everything that you guys always ask me about down below. Also, we got new merch in the shop. I am so excited for these merch pieces. We now have a Krik Krak hoodie, okay? Mine is now in the mail, okay? I cannot wait to get it. I have an Allo Bonsoir design as well. I might be working on some more as we head into October. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. Again, comment down below. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, do all that. Pray for me. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye. Yeah, let me go talk to my spirits because the fuck is going on, bro.